play, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Dave will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention. Both pass play at 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Bruin uniforms look... He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more.
Good omen for this offense considering his success now early.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it run.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bishop. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to...
And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into lead.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Utes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He's got his man. 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Wall. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchup.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Got his man quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This is a 3rd and long.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Getting some heat. And the quarterback knew he was in that pocket too long, but nowhere to go with the ball, and he takes the sack. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quick release on the RPO. They've got one out to their own 37.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a pleasant film session.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to throw, it's Bishop. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the lead.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Utes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Bishop. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's been wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First down for the offense.
Let's go! Wants to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. The ball squirts free. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, you just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Bust through behind his pad. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Get set, get set.
He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wall. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Bishop. He finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, and making a nice play.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out.
Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a smart. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to throw it again. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On the move at the 30. Oh, look out. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give as they work on that clock.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get concerned and they want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Bruins get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Wall.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season